Hey guys, Peter Vexman here. I got my great partner, Dennis Morgan, on the other side. Dennis, how are you?
That's fine, sir.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. Always exciting to share partners, getting to know other partners, partners getting to know some potential non-partners. So tell us about yourself. Before, like you met us, before real estate, tell us about Dennis.
All right. Before real estate, I was in management, uh, logistics management for probably 15 years. And again, good business, loved it. But, the 9 to 5, 15, 16-hour days, it just was, seemed like it wasn't paying off to where you really wanted to pay off. So I've always had a passion for real estate. Actually done a little real estate when I was in my early 20s and, got into, I guess you could call it the corporate side of the world. And now it's time to, in a place in my life where it's, definitely time to get back to it. And so before Partner Driven, I tried to, on my own, wholesaling, and it's rough. It can be rough. Not having the proper tools, I would say, makes it rough. And so here at Partner Driven, with the tools provided, makes it.
By the way, Dennis, quick question. How did you even find out about us?
Doing research. Again, talked to a couple people, just doing my daily research, and ran across the website, Partner Driven. And again, I probably seen it a couple months ago. And so, just doing due diligence of, is this something that, I think it worked for me? And I believe I spoke with Julie a month or so ago, and, she told me all the benefits of Partner Driven. And so, discussed it with my wife and said, this is something we need to be a part of. Let's pull the trigger.
That's an interesting point. Talk from that perspective of somebody who's tried to do this before. So you kind of already knew what you were lacking. What was it about us that made you say, yeah, I want to do this? Talking from, perspective of somebody that was already trying to do this before.
So I would say the number one thing probably was your team. Your team, being knowledgeable, nice, and they seem driven. And that's, myself. So I see myself in the people that you employ. And so I've spoken with several of your, associates, from Renee to Julie to a couple of Patricia. I spoke with a couple of them, and so coming from trying it on my own, and again, it's rough because, it's hard to get the tools, and it's hard to get good connections with people that are knowledgeable and have the same goals and mindset that you do. And so once I, spoke to Partner Driven, it was almost, one of those no-brainer things to where you say, this is where I need to be, because, your goal is, to build wealth, and, and that's obviously my goal, and to do it smartly, because you can just go out there and
Yep.
just kind of gung-ho and say, hey, we're going to do this, but you're going to hit some snags. And so the tools that you guys provide and the coaching and, just everything that comes along with it I would recommend it to anybody. And I've told, several people already, this is where you should be doing.
What I tell people, kind of what you're saying, is in this business, it's like you don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? Right. And this is not a business that you want to learn as you go. And but the other thing that you mentioned that's so key, that I talk to so many people, some people literally disagree with me about this, but you need a team in this business. So many people think this is a business of one man, one woman show, and it really isn't. It's just, there's so many moving pieces. So I appreciate you bringing that up. So let's talk about our latest and greatest current deal we're doing. First of all, how did you even find it?
It was a for sale by owner. It wasn't on the market. It's really kind of in my area. I would say a couple streets from where I live, and noticed it, and did due diligence on it, ran some numbers, went and looked at it, took pictures of it, talked to the owners, and had a great rapport with the owners. That's one of the things, is building rapport with the owner.
Yep. Sure is.
And so built a great rapport with the owners. Again, just long story short, put an offer in. They accepted it, and that's where we're at right now.
That is awesome. What, give us some numbers. First of all, how did you come up with the offer number?
Offer number. So I did my, 70% to value ratios.
Yep.
And they didn't accept that first offer. They didn't. Well, and
Shocking.
I could kind of understand it because the house it's move-in ready. So really it needs no work. So they could move. That's really what the wife was wanting, was a family to move in to the house, and live for the next 50 years. And so, I told her that if we do, I do fix and flips. I also do wholesale. And so, it's my job. I'll make sure that a good family gets in here. It's not going to be, tear down, not going to, destroy your old property. And so the first numbers they didn't accept. So I had to come up a little bit. I didn't come up too much, but the location, and that's huge in this business, is location. Because you can find a great property, but if it's in a bad location, you're never going to sell it. So you put, X amount of dollars into it, or, whatever, and it could be the most beautiful house on the block, but if it's in a bad location, you're not going to get, traffic to it. So this one has it all. It's got a good, the ARV, and it's got great location.
That's awesome. So you got it. What's the number? What we got under contract for how much?
For 145.
What's the sales price?
I want to sell it for 189.
145 to buy, and how much to sell for?
How much do I want to sell it for?
Well, what are we going to sell it for? What's
what are we going? We're going to sell it for 189.
Can't argue with those numbers, can you?
Oh, no.
That is absolutely awesome. Well, listen, I love the nuggets along the way. I love talking to guys like you who've kind of, like me, try to do it our own way, try to experiment with it a little bit, caught ourselves in time, kind of got on the right track. So in conclusion, there's people going to be listening to this, and they're thinking, well, I can do it myself. I don't need a team. I don't need a infrastructure. I don't need help. It's real estate. It's easy. What do you tell that person going that way as opposed to partnering with us way?
What I would tell that person is, you could try it that way, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend having a partner, and it's still going to be challenging. Nothing's easy. It's still going to be a little challenging. You're still going to have to do your due diligence. You're going to have to put in some work. Mm-hmm. But with a partner, it makes it that much, I would say, I don't know if easier is the right word, but it makes it that much more, I would say less stressful. Mm-hmm. Because if you go on your own, and again, there's probably people who've done it just on their own. At least they say they've done it on their own, and have maybe had some success. But if you partner up with Partner Driven, your success is almost 100%. So that's what I would definitely suggest.
Awesome. Well, I wouldn't have said it myself, but like that. So there's certain things you can't say about yourself. So that is awesome, Dennis. You're spectacular. You're awesome. I look forward to completing not only this one, but many, many more to come.
Many more.
Let's do it. Let's do it again. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.